These tiny fluffy chicks are baby Kestrels, and they're only a couple of days old. Their parents Jeff and Jenny are already doing a great job. This is their first time having chicks, so it'll be fascinating to see how they get on. Male Kestrels are the main hunters, so it's Jeff's job to bring in food for the chicks, while Jenny's the one that actually feeds them. Jenny tears the mouse into bite-sized pieces. She's careful to ensure that each chick gets their share. And with these hard-working new parents, the chicks are developing well. Now at 3 days old, they're looking much more alert. And more active too. But they're never alone for long. After a short break outside, Jenny's back in to care for them. The chicks rely on her to keep them warm. They won't be able to regulate their own temperature until they're at least a week old. While Jenny is busy looking after the chicks, Jeff spends his time hunting. To give the Kestrels a helping hand, I also leave some food out for them. Jeff visits the feeding post every day to pick up extra food for the family. Around midday, he stops for a bite. But something seems off. He looks up, and a red kite swoops in. As the kite swoops in again, Jeff seems to mob it. And after an aerial battle, Jeff flies off out of sight. Red kites are a serious threat to Kestrels, so I'm relieved when Jeff flies in 40 minutes later, looking unharmed. But he doesn't return to the nest that day. Thankfully, the following morning, Jeff's back in action, returning to the nest with a lizard he's caught. Despite yesterday's conflict, he's still providing for the chicks. And when Jenny heads out later, he even goes inside to check on them. With the way this pair are working together, it's amazing to think this is their first ever brood. The chicks are now 5 days old, and under the parents' care, they're growing fast. It's mid-June and hotting up outside, so they can be left alone for longer periods now. They huddle together to stay warm. But Jenny's soon back to brood them. Later, when she heads out, Jeff arrives at the entrance. He's brought food for the chicks and calls out for Jenny. Feeding the chicks isn't usually the male's job, but since there's no sign of her, he takes matters into his own hands. He's brought a morsel and carefully feeds a chick. This is extraordinary behaviour. Male Kestrels aren't known to feed chicks. I've only seen one male Kestrel do this before. Jeff's dad, Mr. Kes. Jeff really seems to take after his father. The chicks are almost a week old now, and they've more than doubled in size since hatching. Jenny ensures that each chick is well fed. And Jeff's delivering plenty of food. When she's out, he's around to watch the chicks. And he seems fascinated by them. Jenny still feeds the chicks most of their meals. But Jeff continues to amaze, helping out from time to time. Although he's not always sure what size of food they can manage. It's now the last week of June, and the chicks are 11 days old. At midday, Jeff makes a visit to the feeding post, grabbing some food to deliver to the family. After feeding the chicks, Jenny settles in to brood. Although it's not easy now they're this size. In the evening, she heads up to the entrance. Jeff hasn't been seen all afternoon. Jenny seems unsettled, and I'm getting worried too. She looks out from the nest all evening, all night, and into the following morning. Jeff visits the feeding post multiple times a day without fail, but there's no sign of him. Around midday, Jenny leaves the nest and heads out to collect the extra food. I'm worried something's happened to Jeff, so I take a look at the cameras to see if I can spot him. There's no sign of Jeff where I'd expect to see him. So there's this from last week where I had an altercation with a red kite. With such a sudden disappearance, I'm worried he's been predated or killed. When there's no sign of him the following morning, I'm pretty sure Jeff's gone for good. Having followed his story since he hatched last year, Jeff was a very special Kestrel to me. I was able to help when his mother sadly disappeared, so I got to know him well. It's heartbreaking he's gone at just a year old, and it just shows how tough life is for these wild animals. Jenny can't venture too far from the nest to hunt herself, but she knows to get food from the feeding post. It's clear that the chicks are getting hungry, so I'm giving her a hand. I'm just heading out to put some food on the post, and I've got extra in here for Jenny and the chicks. Jenny soon arrives to collect more. And the chicks are eager when she enters to feed. Over the next few days, Jenny becomes a regular visitor to the post. I'm putting out extra mice to replicate wild prey. And the chicks' appetites are soon satisfied. I'm hoping with a little bit of help from me, all these chicks will survive. Thanks to Jeff and Jenny's hard work, these chicks were given a great start in life. But with the sad loss of Jeff, Jenny is going to have to work even harder to care for them alone. And with a bit of help from me, I'm sure she's got what it takes. Tune in next time to see how Jenny gets on as a single parent. The chicks grow fast as they prepare to fledge. Watch as they take their first flights and get used to life beyond the nest. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to see more. Here's a taste of what you'll enjoy seeing on this channel.